It's always important to stretch, so this is a nice stretch which does every part of your body. So we're going to start by sitting down. Slowly bring yourselves lying down, rocking your knees from side to side. When you finish exercise, don't just suddenly stop, stand still, and then just stretch. Always cool yourselves down first. So if you're lying down, that can be rocking your knees from side to side, but also, as I'm sure you've worked hard, it's nice to bring yourselves down. Knees to the centre, moving your feet up and down. As we are all on our feet most of the time, it's always nice to give them a little extra move. Feet to the floor, arms out wide, let two knees fall to one side as you look the opposite way. To make this stretch more intense, bring your knees up towards your chest. Same on the other side, knees coming over, turn your heads, and again, maybe that knee comes up a little bit higher. Knees to the centre, head to the centre, one leg comes up, that ankle goes in front of the other knee, this leg in front, that knee needs to be out. Lifting your foot off of the floor. If you can, support that leg. If supporting that leg means you've got to bring your head up, try and keep it down. Easing down and change sides, up, in front, knee out, and lift. This should bring a stretch down on the outside of the leg that's in front. To make it more intense, bring this leg behind, closer. Relax down. Bring yourselves up to sitting. Keeping a bend in your legs, reaching your arms up high, leaning forwards, stretching, rounding your backs, dropping your heads down. Seating tall, roll your shoulders back, hands behind, open your chest, and even looking slightly up. Heads to the centre, and walk your hands behind. Good. Tilt your head to one side, centre, and the other side. To add to this stretch, you can use your hand, but carefully placing it. Don't pull down on your head, just place your hand on the side to add a little bit of weight. Head to the centre, looking down. And one more time, looking up. Good. Rolling those shoulders back. Well done. Bring one arm out wide, shoulder down, sweeping that arm across, other arm hooks underneath and supports in. As you bring that arm in, just make sure that you haven't lifted it too high so that you've got, so that you are pulling through on your neck, keeping that shoulder down. Same on the other side, arm comes out, sweeping across, hooking underneath and pulling. So if it comes sideways, it might just pull into here, you might pull it in all the way. Good. Relaxing down. Staying with the arms, one arm comes up to the ceiling, taking your palm down towards your back, stretching through your triceps. To add to that stretch, you can give your arm a little push, you can give a little pull at the top, or you can reach your hand onto your fingers and pull down. On the other side, try your best to keep your heads up though, so we don't want to be here and rounding and squashing your head, just stretching here. Good. Relax down, back onto those legs. Bringing one leg in, one leg out. If you want to add an extra bit to this stretch, you can bring that leg round to the back. This one can be a bit tricky and you find as though you're leaning off to one side. It's a nice one to work through those hips, but we're going to add in that stretch in a minute anyway. So if you find this is too much, you're wobbling over, bring that stretch back in. Leaning forwards, hamstrings to start off with. And we'll flex your toes towards you. I'm still in the shot. Reaching both hands towards your toes. If you can touch, great. If not, great, as long as you can feel that stretch. Easing off, same on the other leg. Again, whether that leg comes round to the side or in front. And here we go, flex. Reaching both hands towards your toes. And easing off. Good. Bring your feet together. So this is the stretch I was meaning about opening your hips. Sitting nice and tall. Hands on your feet. Leaning forwards. Now as you can see, at that point I didn't just go like this. Just drop my head around my shoulders. Try and stay sitting tall and just lean your back nice and straight. You might not get very far, that is fine. But from that motion, feel that stretch on the insides of your legs. You might even want to walk your fingers forwards. Easing off gently. Bring your legs in. Now that we've stretched the inside, we're going to make it fair and stretch on the outside. So take one leg over the top, bring that leg a bit closer. Taking your opposite arm to the leg that's in front, wrap your arm around, hugging that knee in close. Then again, with this arm, taking it behind you and looking that same way. Keep that knee hugged in. To the centre. Swapping sides. Other leg comes over. Bring it a bit closer. Opposite arm. Hugs close. Spare arm reaches behind and you look that same way. To the centre. Now we've stretched the back of your legs, inside, outside. So now we need to do the top. Lying on one side. Bring your top leg, heel behind. Now I'm holding onto my foot here. If to grab hold of your foot, your knee has to be here. I know that's quite exaggerated. Then just bend. You don't have to grab hold. The aim is to keep your hips open to stretch at the front. Let's do the same on the other side. So that's arms, that's legs. Middle has had a bit of a stretch at the beginning, but let's come back to it. So lying on your front, elbows underneath you. You may find you're a bit tired after all that, so you've sunk down into your shoulders, but try your best to stay sitting up tall. Looking in front, stretching coming through your stomach and your lower back. Relaxing your legs. Pushing through your hands. Good. If you get to here, great. If you get to straight arms, great. And if you stay down here, great. It's your body, you decide how much you stretch. Easing down, sit back on your heels. I'm going to bring my legs in. Reaching your arms out in front. An extra stretch for your shoulders is staying in this position, moving your fingers out in front to push your shoulders down to the floor. Great work. And when you're ready, tucking your toes underneath. Bring your hands back, my knees are soft. And then straightening your legs, curling up to the top. Last thing is your head looking to the ceiling. Head to the centre. Deep breath. Arms up to the top. Breathe out. Very well done. Great stretch. Thank you very much.